that, Dad.
Mike, how you doing, Nelson? All right, mic check, 1, 2. Well, Martin, you had me confused there. I couldn't figure out how you were hearing me, and I'm kind of going, what is going on here? And then I thought maybe you were sitting around down below me, or anyway, I just talked to Nelson, and yeah, the stream's going right now. So anybody else that's out there listening, we're glad you're following us along, and I'm going to call the radio station right now. turned it off for a bit.
It's going in the community calendar.
Okay, how long is that?
Uh,
I got Jeremy on the phone.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Jeremy, can you go in 20 seconds? Sure. All right. Give me a 10 countdown, Jeremy, or Garrett. Garrett, are you ready in 10 seconds?
10. No.
Okay, don't go yet. Nobody go yet. Okay, Garrett, you tell me when you are ready.
Oh, shit, we're
going.
Fine. We're going now, otherwise it'll be a 3-minute song.
Okay, going. Give me, right now?
Let me get the phone on and up. Go.
Going now, Jeremy. All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mt.Edgecumbe High School Gym as we're ready for some more high school basketball coming your way. Teams here in Sitka have been gone on the road until the last week, and we've had a ton of games coming your way. Want to welcome everybody aboard over AM 1230, KIFW, and also down in the capital city over KINY 800 on the AM dial, 94.9 on the FM. Hope to bring you folks a good game as the Juneau Douglas Lady Bears are here to go against the Mt.Edgecumbe Lady Braves. These two teams have not played since before last year, so it's going to be a good matchup, and both the coaches have had some good things to say about their teams. We're going to take a 1-minute break here in the pregame, have a word from Alaska Airlines, our pregame sponsors, and others throughout the game, and I also have an interview with both the coaches. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I have nothing set up. I just got through the door when you came in. So.
Yeah, just do whatever you got to do. Play any commercials. I don't care.
Well, that's the fun part I'm getting to here.
As long as we can take our breaks timely because of the fact that we're feeding KINY.
Well, it's currently there's nothing on the air as this moment, so I'm still trying to get something on
Nothing
the air.
at all?
Nothing at all.
No, I'm not on the air.
You're not on the air.
Oh, good.
So just tell me when you're going to be going back, because I'm still scrambling out commercials.
Oh, God. I said 60 seconds. I didn't even look at. Let's go in 10 seconds. 5.
3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And I believe this is senior night tonight. We've got part of the lights out on the other side. Our 3 officials are at center jump circle with the coaches, the captains from each of the teams. The Lady Bears are on the left, Mt.Edgecumbe on the right. Let's have a quick listen to these interviews from the coaches. Here's Steve Potter.
Well, traveling the radio Sitka today is Coach Steve Potter, head coach for the Lady Bears from Juneau Douglas High School. Welcome over to Mt.Edgecumbe.
Well, thanks a lot. It's good to be here in Sitka.
Yeah, it's a good town. It is a little rainy tonight, too, though. So I just had a really nice chat with Coach Forrester. Her Braves have stumbled along the way this year, but they've had some good improvements, and she was real pleased with their road trips the last 2 weekends, and so I guess maybe they are looking to give you a good matchup. What's your thoughts on what you're going to be facing?
Well, we saw that they gave it to Ketchikan pretty good, and so we're definitely interested in this game. And we came over to see the floor because only Caitlin's played on it, but we understand they're a pretty talented team.
So you're referring to regions coming up in March, of course, when you say that come over and see the floor. So Caitlin's the only one ever been here. Well, it'll be good for the rest of them. But anyway, how's your team looking? I have not been able to see the Lady Bears play all year.
Well, sometimes we look really good, and sometimes we struggle to score. So if we're getting up and down the floor, things are probably going pretty well for us.
Everybody healthy?
No, Alexine Ohulano is back in Juneau. She got the flu coming back from Anchorage, so she's going to rest this week.
I didn't see her on the bench here while everybody's watching the end of the JV game. I wondered where she was.
Yeah. We hope that, I'm sure she'll be back in, at the end of the season.
All right, good. What's your record coming in? I didn't check that. I should have done, but I didn't.
I think that we're 11-6.
So you're about the same as the Braves, actually. I think they're 11-7.
Yeah, that could be. I think these will be some good games.
Good. So I guess we'll just wait and see what happens tonight. It's going to be fun to watch you gals and your gals and see how things go. And then we're playing again tomorrow night, I think a little earlier.
Yeah, I think 4:30 is what I heard.
So you can catch a flight home.
There you go.
No more Wednesday morning flights out of Sitka.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, all right, good deal. All right, Coach, good to see you, and good luck tonight. We'll chat with you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Steve Potter, head coach of the Lady Bears.
All right, we'll be back in 30 seconds with the interview with Kathy Forrester, head coach of the Lady Braves, right after this message in your pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to the B.J. McGill's Gymnasium at Mt.Edgecumbe High School in tonight's non-conference game. Let's get the evening started properly.
All right.
Ladies and
Still
gentlemen,
not even close to being
gentlemen,
ready here. I don't know why this isn't
as
working.
we honor our country, our active duty men and women across the world, and our veterans with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight by the Mt.Edgecumbe High School.
Gotta go. Don't talk. We're going to be on a KIN1.
Mr. Stephen.
Talking to Coach Kathy Forrester, head coach for the Lady Braves of Mt.Edgecumbe, and you're going against the Juno Douglas Crimson Bears. The Lady Bears are here. You haven't seen them this year, and you didn't play them last year, and you've been on the road for a while. So what are you looking for exactly in this game tonight?
Well, I'm looking for us to win, primarily through obviously, we've been upping our defense a little bit, and they've been slowing down on offense, which is a huge factor for us because we always have a tendency to run and gun. We've slowed the ball down a lot, and so I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing that tonight.
Last time we talked, you were just hoping you could have 4 quarters in a row where everything might work out, and your highest statistic wasn't going to be turnovers.
Yeah, yes. Actually, we've done that. We're in better shape, and our turnovers. We just got back from Grace Christian. Our turnovers were significantly less, and we won the tournament up there. So it was nice for us.
All it takes is a couple of things the coach wants to happen. The girls get to pull it off. You put a victory on top of that, and the confidence builds. And Juno Douglas can bring some pretty good gals to the floor, and this should be a good matchup for you.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how far we've come. You know, you never know what's going to happen, but I'm hoping that it's a good outcome for the Lady Braves.
All right, well, let's figure out what happens tonight, and then we can talk about it again tomorrow night. How's that?
That's super. Thanks.
All right, Coach, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you very
Go,
much.
Coach. Excuse me, Coach Forrester. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more pregame.
All right,
Your lineup.
let's meet the teams. Please welcome to the court our visitors from the capital city, the Juno Douglas Crimson Bears. And the home team on the scoreboard, your Mt.Edgecumbe Lady Braves. Let's meet the teams. First, the non-starters for our visitors for the Crimson Bears. She's a senior, number 11, Leah Neihart. She's a freshman, number 12, Trinity Jackson. She's a freshman, number 23, Rebecca Grube. And she's a junior, number 25, Chloe McAdams. And now let's meet the starters for the Crimson Bears. She's a junior, number 4, Sadie Tuckwood. She's a sophomore, number 5, Kiana Potter. She's a sophomore, number 15, Janae Pusich. The co-captain is a senior, number 34, Skylar Hickok. And the captain is a senior, number 22, Caitlin Pusich. And now let's meet your Lady Braves. Your non-starters, she's a sophomore from Dillingham, number 14, Elizabeth Allen. She's a senior from Hoona, number 21, Leticia Scaffelstead. She's a junior from Ambler, number 22, Verne Ramoth. She's a sophomore from Emonic, number 23, Sherilyn Johnson-Edwards. She's a senior from Fort Yukon, number 25, Ashlyn Strom. She's a senior from Chivac, number 33, Tyra Brown. And she's a junior from Nome, number 42, Maggie Miller. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Lady Braves. She's a senior from Emonic, number 44, Faith Kamarov. She's a senior from Queeflook, number 24, Bristol Charlie. She's a sophomore from St. Mary's, number 20, Autumn Beans. The co-captain is a senior from Nightmute, number 11, Catherine Sonny. And the captain is a senior from Yakutat, number 30, Sonora Bell. Your Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears are coached by Mr. Stephen Potter. Your Mt.Edgecumbe Lady Braves are coached by Miss Kathy Forrester. Your officials for this evening's non-conference game, Mr. John Wathen, Mr. Corey Hansen, and tossing the ball, the referee in charge of this game tonight, Mr. Dennis Philandri. Let's get ready to play Lady Braves basketball. Jump ball is the call. Mt.Edgecumbe fouls on number 11, Catherine Sonny. Her first personal, first team foul. Juno Douglas fouls on number 15, Janae Pusic. Her first personal, first team foul. At the line for the Lady Braves, Sonora Bell.
Back we go the other direction.
I'm here.
Okay, put me back on.
You are.
All right, folks. Sorry about that. A little technical glitch up here and we get ourselves back on quickly as we come down the other way. Nothing happened other than the Braves took the ball in, and then they took a couple shots, lost it away, and now they steal it away from the Bears, and here comes a coast-to-coast attempt by Mt.Edgecumbe as Bristol Charlie made a nice steal down underneath the Bears bucket, comes all the way down, lays it up, and won't go, and then the ball's knocked away out of bounds, and it will be the Braves' ball in underneath their own bucket. Long pass goes in, top of the keys. They'll give it off to Bristol Charlie, and Bristol's going to put it down on the left side. Buckets up, and ball knocked away. 5:03 to go first quarter. Bears 2, Braves nothing. Very low-scoring game. I mean, both of these gals need to get settled down. A full court press put on for the second time by the Lady Braves, and another turnover, so they've turned it over. Both times they put the press on as Autumn Beans gets a pass top of the key. She'll come over on the near side. Gives it off to Bristol. Bristol goes out top of the key. Now she passes off to Catherine Sonny, and they both go down the left side. Catherine tries to pass it inside. Comes off the back of Sadie Tuckwood, but it goes right back to her. And in the lane, the Braves put one up and won't go. Sadie gets the rebound in the paint. She's going to hold it up, and Dennis for Landry with the whistle, and I think we had a travel. So it'll be Caitlin Pusic to inbound it to Kiana Potter. Potter to Caitlin. Caitlin over on the far side to Sadie Tuckwood. And another steal by Bristol Charlie as the Braves now have 3 turnovers. They brought them down. They've not been able to capitalize on any of them. Still scoreless. A long 3. Catherine Sonny from the right side. That one's up. Won't go. Rebound cleared off underneath by the Braves. And picked up again by Catherine Sonny for the... Actually, the Bears got the rebound. The Braves took it away. Catherine Sonny tried to lay it up. She travels with it. And so another turnover by the Braves. And they steal it right back as the pass underneath was intended from Sadie Tuckwood over to Skylar Hickok. And the pass was intercepted, so the Braves will have it and bring it down. It'll be Bristol Charlie driving from the left side to the top of the key. Kiana Potter ends up on the floor. You can hear the crowd reacting to that. There was no whistle as a shot's up by the Braves. Shot misses. Now they finally nail one. It took them long enough, and Catherine Sonny's going to get the Braves in the scorebook with a 3-point shot from the left side, and then the Braves steal the ball right away as their presses got these little Crimson Bears, Lady Bears rattled, and another turnover. That's 4 of them now. As Catherine Sonny will pass it over on the left side. Underneath she goes to Sonora Bell. Bell puts it up. We're going to have a reach and over foul. That's going to go on Janae Pusic. Picks up her second foul and go to the line for the second trip for the Braves is number 30, Sonora Bell, who missed 2 before. She puts this one up. It's in, and it's good, and it's now a 4-2 ball game. 2 points out in front are the Braves, who can make it a 3-point spread. Sonora takes the sets. Now she's 2 for 2 as she puts that one up and gets a pair on this trip. Missed both of them last time, and it's 5-2 as we're down to 3-19 to go here in the first quarter. And a press put on by the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Knocks the ball out of bounds over on the far side in front of the Mt.Edgecumbe band. So the Bears will bring it back in. Long pass over on the near side. Goes off to Kiana Potter. Potter's going to come down. Caitlin Pusich is going to try a left from the left-hand corner, a three-pointer from the left-hand corner. Shots up, won't go. Sadie Tuckwood trying to pick off the rebound. We've got a timeout on the floor, and I'll let you know who gets the ball when we come back from this one. We're going to take a break in the action with 3:08 left to play in the first quarter. And it's a full timeout, so we'll take a 60. It's the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves 5 on their own court. The Lady Bears coming to visit here in Sitka 2, back in 60.
Government employees.
30 seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, timeout's over. Welcome back as we get back into action at the Lady Bears end of the gym as Caitlin Pusich will inbound it to Sadie Tuckwood. Tuckwood on the left-hand dribble comes to the top of the key, bounce passes to the right, back over to Caitlin. And a whistle foul right down there, and that's going to go against Mt.Edgecumbe. And that's going to be on number 22 for the Braves. That's Vernay Ramuth, who's in now. And that's her first foul, and that's his 13th foul, or the second, 13th foul. No, it is, sorry, first team foul for the Lady Braves. Looked at the wrong side. Braves and Bears here, 5-2, a 3-point lead by the Braves, down to the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Caitlin Pusich looking for somebody open, finally finds Janae open. Janae will set a screen, and she gives it back to Caitlin, who drives the right side of the lane, jumps it up from 14. Shot won't go, ball knocked away out of bounds. I think they're going to say it came off of Chloe McAdams in. Chloe is the one that knocked that away. So Chloe will break right. Caitlin will pass over in the far corner to Kiana. Kiana puts up a three-pointer, and that one won't go from the right-hand corner. Rebound cleared off by the Braves. They'll bring it down to midcourt. Bristol Charlie to set up the play. Kiana stays right on her, drives right down with her in the lane, and Bristol gets the shot off anyway. Shot misses. Sadie Tuckwood with the rebound for the Lady Bears. She'll come down, tries to drive in the lane, and tries to give it off to Kiana Potter, but it's stolen away, and another turnover. So it's interesting. The biggest obstacle that the Lady Braves had in the early part of the season were turnovers every game, and now we see the Bears with a similar affliction. And the Braves will try a shot as they put one up and give it to Elizabeth Allen, who's in off the bench, and her shot misses from the right-hand high post. And a scuffle for the rebound, and it's going to be turned over by the Braves, so it'll be the Lady Bears ball in backcourt as Chloe will bring it in to Sadie Tuckwood. Back to Chloe. Chloe passes after a couple dribbles back on the near. Ooh, that was a close one. She gave it to Kiana Potter, and Potter almost lost it away, but gives on the give and go down there, and Chloe gets a couple, and so now we've got a 5-4 one-point ball game with the Braves with the ball and with the one-point lead as we're down to 1:47 in the first quarter. Moving over will be Autumn Beans to pass it over on the far side as she gives it off to Bristol Charlie. Bristol loses it at midcourt, much to the efforts of Kiana Potter. Ball's knocked away. I think it's going to come off of Kiana. Yes, it is, and it goes into the Mt.Edgecumbe bench. So with 1:38, Mt.Edgecumbe will bring it in right in front of their own bench as coming in for the Lady Braves is Maggie Miller, Jr., wearing number 42, and going to sit down will be Sonora Bell. Inbounds pass from Bristol Charlie. Goes over to Autumn Beans on the far side. Autumn drives down, but she gets shut off by the Lady Bears man-to-man on the left side. Then she spins around and drives in the lane, and a jumper from 12 won't go, but underneath Maggie Miller, who just came in, puts it up in, and that one is good for 2, and it's a 7-4 3-point lead again in favor of the Braves as the Bears come down and they break the full court press, and Sadie Tuckwood will have the ball on the far side. She passes it over and almost throws it away, but it came off of one of the officials. Janae Pusich gets it back. Then they're going to pass it down on the right side. Sadie's going to try a three-pointer. That one won't go. Rebound cleared off by Maggie Miller for the Lady Braves. Maggie will give off to Elizabeth Allen. Allen back at midcourt, gives to Autumn Beans, who comes from the left side to midcourt. Fakes left, goes right. Rebecca Grubb in there now. Rebecca defending out at midcourt over Autumn Beans. Autumn will pass it over to Elizabeth Allen. Allen back to Autumn, top of the key. Down to 36 seconds as we'll get near the end of this first quarter. Taking a 1-minute break when we come to the buzzer as they work it inside to Bristol Charlie. Bristol gets defended by Kiana Parter, but she gets the pass off. And that's up and in, or up by Vernay Ramuth, and it won't go. Vernay's shot misses, and the rebound is cleared off by the Bears. They come down. Sadie Tuckwood has it in the far corner at midcourt. Down to 14 seconds. She'll come over, passes Grubb, then passes inside right into the hands, and another turnover by the Lady Bears. And picking that one off is Bristol Charlie. Charlie will come top of the key. Goes to Autumn Beans, who comes from the left side to cut into the paint right at the buzzer. And Autumn gets 2. And there you go, as the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves look as good as they've looked in any first quarter I've seen. And, of course, my first time to see the Bears, but their obvious problem right now is the turnover. So with our first quarter in the books, it's a 9-4 5-point lead by the Lady Braves on their home court. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, a pretty quiet first quarter for the Lady Bears. They come down, the only 2 gals able to score. Kiana Potter picks up a 2, as does Chloe McAdams. That's their 4 points. We've got 9 for the Lady Braves. Catherine Sonny with a 3, Autumn Beans with 2. Sonora Bell made 2 out of 4 free throws for her 2, and Maggie Miller picked up 2 right when she came in as a substitute at the end of the fourth quarter. And as we start off second quarter, the Braves are going to bring it in, but they're going to lose it out of bounds, and the Bears will come in from backcourt. Under, again, a full court press, and they throw the ball away, and that's going to turn it right back. So the press by the Braves is being very effective at the moment against these Lady Bears. Officials trying to decide where the ball will be brought in from after that throwaway. And it's going to be right back underneath the Braves' bucket as they move it around. Give it to John Watham, one of your 3 officials. He'll give off to Bristol Charlie. Bristol looking for somebody open. She's going to pass it out over on top of the key as she gives off to Elizabeth Allen. Allen's going to work it in, shoots it up from the left side. And won't go, but a conversion attempt by Vernay Ramuth, and Vernay gets 2, and it's now 11-4, a 7-point lead, and the Braves put on the press and steal it again, and the shot's up, and this one won't go. It was stolen by Elizabeth Allen, who turned around. She was right under the bucket with the steal, but missed the shot. She did follow, got her own rebound, brings it out, goes top of the key to Autumn Beans. Autumn will pass over on the left side to Bristol Charlie. Now Elizabeth Allen comes out. So does Maggie Miller. Maggie gets the give and go down the left side and cuts across to the right, and Maggie's up, and she's got 4 points now. 13-4 now, 9-point lead. And, ooh, the Bears almost throw it away again as getting a hand on it was Bristol Charlie, but recovering it was Sadie Tuckwood. So they'll come out Bring it over top of the key to Rebecca Grubb. Grubb will go back out to Sadie Tuckwood. Now Sadie to the left side to Rebecca. Down to Caitlin Pusich. They need to get Caitlin open here and let her get shooting, because when she gets hot, she can put some serious pressure and close that gap in a heartbeat. Caitlin's going to try one from the right side, but she gets defended by Maggie Miller. Maggie tries to knock it away, and the Bears pass it inside. Stolen for a moment by the Braves. Oh, and they steal it again. Another turnover by the Lady Bears. It'll be Autumn Beans to come down and set it up. She's going to go down on the left-hand baseline. Passes it off to Maggie Miller in the lane. Puts it up. Shot misses. Rebound cleared off nicely. That one by Skylar Hickok. Hickok with the outlet pass to Caitlin Pusich, who will set up the play. She goes over to Sadie Tuckwood on the far side. Sadie's got Autumn Beans over her, and Maggie Miller comes out. They double team her, so she'll bring it out to Caitlin Pusich. Pusich is going to pass it over on the left side, and putting one up will be Rebecca. Rebecca's shot misses, and the rebound's cleared off by Maggie Miller. And here comes Mt.Edgecumbe as we go under the 6-minute mark of the second quarter, and they work it down to Autumn Beans. She puts it up and in for 2. Autumn now has 4. It's 15-4, an 11-point lead. Autumn gets fouled. She'll go to the line. Kiana Potter coming back in along with Janae Pusich for the Bears. Coming out, Sadie Tuckwood and Rebecca Grubb. That foul is on number 22. Caitlin Pusich picks up her first, and the bucket's up, and it's in and good by Kiana. I'm sorry, by Vernay at the line. And it's now 16-4 and a 12-point lead. Another press by the Bears, and they almost lose it away. Nice recovery at midcourt by Caitlin Pusich, and then he almost throw it away again. It's picked up by Janae. Janae comes out to Caitlin. Caitlin works it down on the left-hand corner. She gives it off to Hickok on the baseline. Can't shoot. So the Braves' defense is working very well for them, and especially that full court press, but they're going to go to Kiana over on the far side, and Kiana is finally going to get a bucket, and that is only the 3rd field goal. This one's a 3-pointer. No, it's not. It's only 2. I thought she was inside the 3-point line. So it's now a 16-6, 10-point spread as the Braves have the lead. They have the ball. Caitlin Pusich almost steals it away. Nicely recovered, however, by Letitia Scaffelstead in now for Mt.Edgecumbe. She'll come down to the right corner, gives off to Autumn Beans. Autumn's shot misses. They work it down to Allen. Allen to Maggie Miller. Drives the lane right side. Puts it up right over the top of Skylar Hickok. Going after the rebound. A scuffle and a whistle and a foul. And I can't see the hand signal, so I'll have to wait till it's on the board. Maggie Miller's going to get the reaction foul. So Maggie comes up with her first. That's 14 fouls for the Braves, 3 for the Bears, and the Braves almost steal it again. Maggie was right there, but picking it up as the pass was intended for Skylar was Sadie Tuckwood, and then Sadie comes over to Caitlin Pusich. Whistle and a foul against the Braves again, and that's going to go against number 21, Letitia Scaffelstead. That's going to be the 5th. Now Sadie Tuckwood comes back in, and coming out is Trinity Jackson was in. I didn't see Trinity come in. She's back on the bench now, and it'll be the Bears with their the ball underneath their own bucket as Caitlin will go into Skylar Hickok. Pass on the right side, long 3 put up by Potter. Potter's shot misses. Caitlin gets the rebound, tries to lay it up, slapped away, recovered by the Braves. And they're going to throw it right back into the hands of the Bears. And driving down, layup on the right side. That one's going to miss by Janae Pusich, and I think she's going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. Nope, they're going to say that she wasn't fouled, but it came off of the Bears, so it'll be the Braves' ball in. Long pass out to midcourt on the give and go, and it's going to be to Catherine Sunny. Overshot her. She did not. Nope, she did travel. I was going to say she didn't travel. I thought she did, but then he did blow the whistle. So a turnover by Mt.Edgecumbe. And they almost steal it and do. Or did she step out of bounds? Catherine Sunny came right in between the inbounds pass from Janae Pusich to Sadie Tuckwood. Tried to flip it back inbounds, but she stepped on the line. So turned over again. Finally, they'll come down, and in the press, the outlet pass goes into Kiana Potter. She gets down to Hickok, to Caitlin Pusich. Give and go to Sadie Tuckwood. Shots blocked. Rebound taken away by Skylar underneath. Puts it up and reaching over. Mike, is that going to be a foul against Elizabeth, or are they? Yep. They make sure that's what happened. Pretty sporadic basketball here tonight. All right, yes, that is going to go against, that's going to be Vernay Ramuth is going to get it, and that's her first. At the line, Skylar Hickok shots up and misses. Skylar scoreless. 6 points on the board with 12 minutes gone in the first half. 4 points to Kiana Potter, 2 to Chloe McAdams. Skylar up and misses the second one. Caitlin Pusic gets the rebound. She'll bring it out midcourt now to Kiana Potter. Potter will come over to Sadie Tuckwood left side. Catherine Sonny out to defend as they move it around to Caitlin on the far side outside the three-point circle. Back over to Kiana. Now Sadie's going to try a three-pointer from the right side. That one won't go. It is cleared off by the Braves. Picking it off as Bristol Charlie. And the Braves move down. 3:40 to go in the first half of play. 16-6, they lead by 10. Outlet pass to Vernay Ramuth. Ramuth works it in the paint. Gives it off to Catherine Sonny. Can't shoot, but a nice give as she goes out to the left side to Maggie Miller. Maggie puts one up from 10. Won't go. Rebound cleared out and given back out to Maggie. Almost an over and back, and now a turnover. Trying to recover it, but it didn't work. And Kiana Potter too quick for the Braves, so she'll pick it up. And the Bears have the ball down to 3:13 as the pass will go over on the far side to Sadie Tuckwood. Back to Kiana Potter, looking down to Caitlin Pusic, now on the baseline. Caitlin tries a three. That's going to be too hard and goes over the rim. And Skylar Hickok tries to pick it up on the right side. Knocked away out of bounds, comes off the Bears. It'll be Braves ball in. Maggie Miller coming to sit down for Mt.Edgecumbe. Coming back in will be Sonora Bell. And long pass at midcourt right into the hands of Kiana Potter. Potter to Caitlin Pusic as the Bears now get the turnover. They're putting on a little bit of a press. And the Braves working underneath to Janae Pusic. I think that'll count. And it does. So Janae gets 2. That's her first score. She'll go to the line to shoot one. 16-8 to cut the lead to 8. Down to 2:55 as we're under the 3-minute mark. And that foul is on number 30 as Janae's free throw misses. She had a chance for a three-point play. Rebound cleared off to the Braves, and they bring it down on a quick two-pass move all the way down the court. Half court to Catherine Sonny, and then underneath to Sonora Bell, who gets her first field goal, and it's 18-8, back up with a 10-point lead. Janae comes down, lays it up, and rims around, won't go, but she's going to be fouled, and she'll be shooting 2. That's going to go against Sonora Bell. Sonora picks up her second foul, and going to the line will be Janae Pusic again. She was just there and missed one. Now we've got a timeout on the floor with 2:33 to play in the first half. Timeout called by Mt.Edgecumbe. It'll be a 30, so we'll take a 30 as Mt.Edgecumbe's up by 10, back in a half a minute.
Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Timeout over. Back to the free throw line for the Lady Bears, who are struggling here in this first half of play. They trail 18-8, 10 points behind the Lady Braves at Mt.Edgecumbe. Welcome aboard over KINY AM and FM up in Juneau, and of course over KIFW here. We'll be right back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's an early game. We'll be on the air at 4:30, and that's so the Bears can finish the game and get out to the airport because there's no longer a Wednesday morning flight out of Sitka back to Juneau, so they'll catch the 7:23 tomorrow night as Janae Pusic's first free throw is up and misses. Second one's up, and that one will not drop either. She's 0 for 3 from the line. The rebound is cleared off by the Lady Braves. They'll come down to Bristol Charlie in the right corner, back out to Catherine Sonny. Double teamed, and they cause a travel. Sadie Tuckwood along with Janae Pusic on her, and they cause a turnover. So it will be Janae to inbound it. Looking for Sadie Tuckwood right at midcourt. Sadie just about couldn't handle that, but a nice move on her part. She's very quick. She gets it down, gives it to Caitlin Pusic. Caitlin's finally in the book as Caitlin gets a nice little layup from the right side as she took that pass right down on the baseline, and it's 18-10. Here come the Braves as they'll have Bristol Charlie at midcourt, give it off to Letitia Scaffel said back in to Bristol Charlie. Tries a jumper from 12 feet. That was way short. Doesn't hit anything. Goes out of bounds. So it'll be, I believe it's, unless it came off of the Bears, yep, they're going to say one of the gals underneath got a hand on it, trying to keep it in. So it'll be the Braves to bring it in. Going to sit down is Vernay Weymouth. And the pass goes into Sadie Tuckwood at midcourt, stolen away. That was Ashlyn Strawman. She stole it, and then she passes outside, gets it right back to her down on the baseline, puts it up. Ashlyn's shot misses. Rebound Bears, fast break. Sadie Tuckwood's up and good. Sadie's finally in the scorebook as the Bears settle down a little. 18-12, they're back within 6. The Braves come down, shot put up, and she traveled with it. A nice give to Sonora Bell down on the left-hand baseline, but she loses control of her balance and travels before the bucket, which did drop in. Now coming in is going to be Trinity Jackson back in for the Lady Bears. Coming to sit down will be Janae Pusic. 1:36 on the first half clock, 18-12. Braves with a 6-point lead. They were up by 12. And their full court press causes another turnover. Catherine Sonny with it. She's going to jump it up off the glass. Putting pressure on her was Kiana Potter. Sonny tries another one. Then she gets her third rebound. Brings it out now. She'll set it up. Goes over to the left side. Bristol Charlie underneath to Sonora Bell. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul. And I think that's going to go on the Bears. Yep, it will. And I think that might be Kiana Potter that's going to draw that whistle. Nope, Sadie got it. Sadie Tuckwood gets her first foul. So that's 14 fouls for the Bears. The Braves have 8. A minute and 20 left in the half, 18-12. Mt.Edgecumbe up by 6 over the Lady Bears from Juneau Douglas High School as the inbounds pass goes to Sonora Bell, over to Bristol Charlie. Catherine Sonny tries a three-pointer, left-hand corner, won't go. Bristol's in the lane. She gets the rebound. She puts it up, and Bristol Charlie's now in the scorebook. 20-12, back up with the 8-point lead as we near the 1-minute mark. Outlet pass from Clayton Pusic, intended for Sadie Tuckwood. Stolen by Bristol Charlie. Bristol will go on the left side to Catherine Sonny. Down under a minute here in the half. Back over to Bristol. Bristol's going to get a screen, which she uses by Ashlyn Strom. Comes back out to Sonny. Now over to Bristol as Sonny comes right and Bristol goes left. Sadie Tuckwood there, along with Kiana Potter. They're defending outside, but oh, nice move as Bristol gets around Sadie Tuckwood, and Bristol gets her 4th point, all in the end of the second quarter. 31 seconds, 22-12, 10-point lead by the Braves again. Back to Caitlin Pusic. Nice pass underneath, and Chloe McAdams is going to get it. Good move, good heads up by Caitlin to find her open, and a nice shot by Chloe. 22-14, down to 15 seconds, as it'll be Catherine Sonny on the left side for the Lady Braves. Coming out is, nope. We have a whistle. What do we have? Oh, the coach. Okay, one of the officials, Catherine Forster, was out giving some hand signals to her team, and the coach or the official thought it was a timeout, so he blew the whistle. But there is no timeout, and the Braves have the Bears steal the ball. Layup left side. That one's good. Trinity Jackson, she's in the book now. Boy, what a difference in the second quarter. And there's a three-pointer from half court at the buzzer, but it will miss, and that's going to end our first half of play with the score, the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves 22, the Lady Bears from Juneau Douglas High School 16. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here at halftime and come back with a quick recap of that first half stats.
Everybody, all the cheerleaders come out here.
1 minute.
All the cheerleaders come over here, and then I'll announce our first senior. We just want everybody over here. Okay, our first senior, please take center court. Angelina Kamuktwak, please take center court. Let's
30
talk
seconds.
a little bit about this senior. Big smiles. I'm glad you're facing the live stream camera so everybody can see you. Angelina is from Koyak, and I love this. She is a 4-year senior. She's attended Mt.Edgecumbe High School
10 seconds.
all 4 years. Good for you, Angelina.
5, 4, 3,
And
2,
this is her first
1.
year in the cheer squad.
And welcome back to halftime at B.J. McGillis Gymnasium at Mt.Edgecumbe High School here in Sitka. Thanks for listening over KINY AM and FM in Juneau, and of course right here over KIFW AM in Sitka. And a quick recap as we have the introduction of the seniors on the floor here. It's senior night for the Lady Braves, and I'll let you know who those are here in a moment. For the Lady Bears, who came out, and boy, they had a slow start, mostly due to the full court press. It caused a tremendous number of turnovers, and I didn't keep track of all of them. I just couldn't keep up with them. But they ended the first quarter with only 4 points, and that was 2 by Kiana Potter and 2 by Chloe McAdam. But they came back and picked up 12 points in the second quarter, and so the Bears have 16 here in the first half. 2 points go to Sadie Tuckwood, 4 points to Kiana Potter, 2 points to Trinity Jackson, 2 points to Janae Pusic, who missed 3 free throws, 2 points to Caitlin Pusic on 1 field goal, and that was in the second quarter. Chloe McAdams picked up 4, missed her only free throw attempt, and Skylar Hickok missed a free throw as well, so they're 0 for 5. For the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, Catherine Sunny had a 3 in the first quarter. Elizabeth Allen in, no score for her. Autumn Beans was held to a 2-pointer in each of the quarters for a total of 4 at halftime. Letitia Scaffelstead was scoreless. Vernay Ramuth picked up 2 fouls. She was had a field goal and was 1 for 1 at the line to give her 3. Sherilyn Johnson-Edwards not in yet in that first half. Bristol Charlie picked up 4 in the second quarter. Ashlyn Strom was in. She was held scoreless. And Sonora Bell picked up a 2-point field goal and hit 2 for 4 at the line to give her a total of 4 at halftime. Tyra Brown not in to play yet for the Braves. Maggie Miller picked up 4 on 2 twos. And Faith Cameron started the game, but was taken out very soon afterwards, and she was held scoreless. The Lady Braves hit 3 out of 5 from the free throw line, and they lead 22-16. Here's your seniors: Catherine Sunny, Letitia Scaffelstead, Bristol Charlie, Allison Strom, Sonora Bell, Tyra Brown, and Faith Kameroff. They're all out now. They've been introduced by Keith Perkins. They're getting their picture taken, and we are going to take a 6-minute break here at halftime as you're listening to high school ladies basketball coming your way from the Mt.Edgecumbe Gymnasium. I'm Mike Clasby bringing you the play-by-play over KINY 800 on the AM dial, 94.9 on the FM, and over AM 1230 KIFW, the sound of Sitka. We'll be back with your second half in this ladies competition. Tomorrow night we'll be here at 4:30. It's an early game, folks. Remember that. But we'll be back in about 6 minutes.
20 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Mt.Edgecumbe High School Gymnasium, B.J. McGillis Gymnasium. Mike Clasby here to bring you the play-by-play, and a minute and 16 to go for the start of the second half of play here as the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves lead 22-16 over the Lady Bears. And I was just chatting with a couple people here. So the herring conservation is a big thing in Southeast Alaska, and I'm just passing this on. I was asked to by a couple of the fans here. So understanding that there might be a peaceful demonstration here in Sitka and one in Juneau as well tomorrow in support of herring conservation. In Sitka, they'll be gathering at the roundabout at the intersection of Halibut Point Road, Lake Street, and of course Sawmill Creek. And apparently it'll be at the courthouse in Juneau tomorrow. People will be in Sitka at the roundabout about 7:45 a.m. They'll be there at noon, and then they'll be there again at 4:30 Tuesday. So I just pass that on, courtesy of a couple of our fans. How accurate all that is, I don't know, because it does say at the beginning, we are understanding that there is. So for those of you that might be interested, just pass it on for your information. So there's our buzzer to get started for the second half of play here, as we will switch directions, and the Lady Braves will be moving right to left, the Lady Bears left to right. The Bears will have first possession in the second half, and the inbounds pass goes into Kiana Potter, and Kiana comes over, and what plagued the Bears, especially in the first quarter, was turnovers, and this is what happens the first bit here in the third quarter is a turnover, and here comes Bristol Charlie with the ball for Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. She'll go over to Catherine Sunny. They work it down inside, go to Sonora Bell. Sonora puts a shot up, misses, whistle, or cleared off by Kiana Potter. Oops, Kiana's going to get a charge. Boy, I'll tell you what, she just nailed Bristol Charlie. Bristol was set, and Kiana was looking to pass it, I think. I don't really think she was going to shoot in the paint, but anyway, a whistle and a foul against Kiana, and she'll pick up her first foul. First foul of the second half as the Bears now put on a two-man press, and the inbounds pass will go to Sonora Bell. She'll bring it across the timeline on the left side, right in front of the official score bench. Back out to Bristol Charlie. Midcourt, Bristol pass on the left side to Autumn Beans, who comes out. Autumn gets a nice screen underneath by Sonora and uses it, and Autumn gets a quick two just like that, and Autumn has her 6 point, and now it's 24-16, and the Lady Braves are back up with their 8-point lead. They led by 12 at one time, a couple times at 10, and almost losing the ball was Janae Pusic, but picking it up nicely, Sadie Tuckwood. Sadie will go to the left and coming to the right's Kiana. Kiana will pass it now to Caitlin Pusic. Caitlin tries a long three, and that one's going to miss from the right side. Rebounds cleared off by Bristol Charlie. 6:46 to go, a minute and 15 gone in the third quarter. Bristol to midcourt, gives off to Autumn Beans on the left side. Bristol drops down to the left-hand baseline. Autumn goes out, gives off to Faith Kameroff. Faith back in the game. She started the first quarter and then was out. So shots up by Faith in the lane and misses. Rebound cleared off. A nice give and go is bringing it down with two sisters. Janae brought it down the left side. Caitlin came down the right. Nice assist by Janae, and Caitlin gets two. And I told you erroneously last time for you fans, Caitlin had 4 points in the first half. I assigned it on the wrong line. So the Braves have the ball now, 24-18. The Bears are back within 6. Autumn Beans will drive down across the top of the key to the left side. The Bears defense keeps the ball outside the paint, and it causes a turnover. So now the Braves are having a problem with turnovers, which is what plagued them the first part of the season. We actually had a chat with Coach Kathy Forrester in our pregame interview. Near side, Sadie Tuckwood's going to work it into Janae Pusic in the lane. She gets shut off by Sonora Bell, brings it back out to Caitlin. On the right side, a nice two-pointer by Sadie Tuckwood. She'd been a couple feet back. She would have had a nice three. She gets her 4th point, and then now it's 24-20, and the Bears are back within 4 as the Braves bring it across the timeline at midcourt, go to Sonora Bell. Over to Bristol Charlie. Autumn over to Catherine Sonny on the far side. Sadie Tuckwood out to defend. Oh, and Catherine passes it right into Sonora Bell. Sonora didn't know it was coming. It hit her on the shoulder, goes into the hands of Autumn Beans. Then they work it out and go to Catherine, who tries a three-pointer from the left side. Shot misses. Rebound picked off by Bristol Charlie, and a timeout on the floor. We'll have a break in the action. Let's see who called it. We've got 4:59 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's a 30-second timeout, so that's what we'll take with the score, the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves 24 and the Lady Bears 20.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, a quick timeout called by Mt.Edgecumbe. They had a 12-point lead. The Bears have cut it to 4. Kathy Forrester wanted to talk to her Braves. And now they'll have the ball back in. It'll go into Autumn Beans. Back underway as we near the, we go into the 5-minute mark. Autumn Beans will bring it out, top of the key. Loses a handle on it. Bristol Charlie does as Autumn passed off to her. They almost lose it again. Caitlin Pusic in there. Oh, and a reaction foul as Caitlin was trying to pick it up. And that's going to go against 20. Oh, that's going to go against Caitlin. Caitlin got the whistle and the foul. So that's her second. And the Braves get the ball in. They're going to go into Sonora Bell from Bristol Charlie. Back over to Bristol as Sonora drops down. Bristol comes top of the key. And Kiana Potter stays with Bristol. She drives in the lane, tries a shot up from the left side. It won't go. Follows her shot. It's knocked away, comes out of bounds. It's picked up by Sonora. Then Sonora tries to pass it out to Elizabeth Allen back in. Elizabeth loses the handle, out of bounds. Turnover by the Braves. Ball in backcourt by the Bears. Down to 4:27. And the Braves continue that full court press as Elizabeth Allen is all over Kiana Potter, but she gets away nicely. Then she tries to pass it, but goes right into the hands of Autumn Beans, who swings it across the timeline, and is stealing it right back as Kiana. Then she goes to Caitlin Pusic. Caitlin comes in, shoots one up over the top of, was that Elizabeth? Yes, it was, and Caitlin gets another 2. So it's a 2-point ball game now, 24-22. Braves with the lead, but the Bears closing the gap. Braves will come down. Elizabeth Allen tries a shot left side, halfway down the lane, and that one's going to miss. Rebound picked up over the near side by Elizabeth Allen. Allen trying to pass it, loses it, timeout on the floor, and it'll be another 30-second break. We'll take one as well. 3:51 to go. We're in the 3rd quarter. Closer ball game now than we had in the first half of play. It's the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves 24, Lady Bears 22.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, back after a timeout, it'll be the Bears ball in. Inbounds pass will go in, and Skylar Hickok back in as she gives it on the near side. Then she's going to make a nice pass. That one's going to go down to Trinity Jackson back in, but Trinity's layup from the left side misses. Rebound's cleared off by the Lady Braves. They're going to bring it down. Elizabeth Allen to shoot one from the left side. Shot misses. Trying to get the rebound, Sonora Bell, but it's slapped away by one of the Bears out of her hands and knocked out of bounds, so it will be the Braves ball in underneath their own bucket. 3:36 to go, 3rd quarter, 24-22, a 2-point lead by Mt.Edgecumbe. Outlet pass right out top of the key on the left-hand high post. Goes off to Autumn Beans. Bristol Charlie on the left side, drives in traffic, tries to shoot it up anyway. Steps out of bounds. Turnover by Mt.Edgecumbe. And it'll be Janae Pusic to bring it in. Janae goes into Trinity Jackson. Jackson double teamed. Gets a pass over on the left side to Kiana Potter. Potter drives down, then comes circles around and comes back out midcourt from the left side. Let's see, are the Braves in a zone now? I think they are. They're going to come over to Caitlin Pusic. Works it in. Goes into Janae Pusic, puts it up, but right there to defend is Skylar Hickok steals the ball. Another turnover by the Bears, who had a chance to tie this one up. They've been down by 10 points a couple times. It's 24-22. They're back within 2. Elizabeth Allen will shoot one up from the left side on a nice pass. She's got a screen shot, misses. Sonora Bell gets the rebound for Mt.Edgecumbe. She'll go to Autumn Beans. Autumn gets shut off over there by Kiana. She'll bring it back out to Bristol Charlie. Bristol will work it in to Sonora Bell. Sonora with a nice head fake and going up in the air and getting caught off balance is going to be Skylar Hickok. I'm pretty sure that's who the foul will be on. Oops, and we got one of the Bears down. Yes, it is against Skylar. So she gets her first foul. And let's see who's down. Ooh, let's see, that looks like Trinity's down. So one of the officials there, Steve Potter, coming over, and I think we'll take a 30-second break right now as we tend to Trinity Jackson, the little freshman for the Lady Bears. It's 24-22, the Bears trail. We'll be back in a half a minute.
Three, two, one.
All right, Trinity's up, walks off on her own, gets a little round of applause. She was kind of limping, but I think she was holding her forehead. I think she might have got an elbow. And in the meantime, back as Mt.Edgecumbe will go to the free throw line. And putting up a shot from the charity stripe is Sonora Bell. Sonora was 2 for 4 in the first quarter. She misses this one, so now she's 2 for 5. The clock stopped at 2:40 in the third quarter. 2-point lead by the Braves, and Sonora makes this one, so now she's 3 for 6 to shoot 50%, and it's a 25-22 lead, and the Braves will continue that full court press. Elizabeth Allen all over Sadie Tuckwood, who got the inbounds pass, and she traveled with it. So that press has been very effective, especially in that first quarter, carried on through the second, occasionally now in the third by the Braves to cause turnovers for the Bears. Inbounds pass from Elizabeth Allen into Autumn Bean. Autumn on the right-hand dribble is defended by Caitlin Pusic as she moves across the center line from left to right. Now she'll come back over. And time violation is going to turn over by the Braves now. So it'll be Janae Pusic to inbound it with 2:25 to go in the third quarter. She'll go into Kiana Potter on the left-hand dribble. She'll come across and set up the play. She moves left. Gives off to Sadie Tuckwood. Kiana drops down to the baseline. Sadie goes top of the key. Kiana comes all the way around from left to right and gets a pass from Sadie on the near side. Looks over to Caitlin Pusic. Caitlin's tied up under there by Elizabeth Allen. Then back over to Caitlin. Now back to Tuckwood to Potter. Potter tries a 14-foot jumper. Air ball from the left side. Rebound by Janae Pusic. Back over to Caitlin Pusic, but Janae stepped on the line. So a turnover by the Bears. Down to 1:57 as we go under the 2-minute mark. Now the Bears are put on a 5-man press. Braves break. Autumn Bean trying to get open. Sonora Bell finally does. She got away from Caitlin Pusic. They were in man-to-man, and Caitlin was staying with Autumn. That opened up Sonora. She got the inbounds pass. Then she goes over to Bristol Charlie. Bristol works it down top of the key. And Vernay Raymuth can't shoot. She gets shut off by Janae Pusic, so she'll bring it back out to Autumn Beans. 1:37 in the third quarter. Autumn's finally going to shoot anyway, right over the top of Caitlin Pusic. Off-balance shot, misses, rebound, Bears. Sadie Tuckwood gets it from Potter on the left side. Can't shoot it, back out. Caitlin tries a 3, and there it is. That's what you Bears fans have been waiting for, is for her to get hot from three-point land, and we have our first tie of the ball game just like that at 25 apiece. Back we go the other direction, and a shot put up by Bristol Charlie. And Kiana is going to pick up her second foul, so that'll give the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves the ball in under their own bucket with 1:10 to go in the third quarter and a brand new ball game. Outlet pass out to Elizabeth Allen. Tries a left-handed three-point shot from the left-hand high post. Won't go. Rebound tipped away on the far side. Goes to Bristol Charlie. She'll come from right to left. Now gives it off to Autumn Beans. Autumn trying to get around Caitlin, who gets screened away, but Janae picks her up right away, so she can't get the shot off, and she'll bring it back out to Bristol. Bristol working it underneath to Sonora Bell. Nice save by Sonora, almost, but it goes right into the hands. Kiana Potter is so quick, as is Sadie Tuckwood for the Bears, so Kiana picks it up, and the Bears will bring it down. Tied at 25, 36 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Potter to Sadie Tuckwood. Caitlin on the right side, drives around Sonora Bell, puts it up from 12. Nice shot up, won't go, but nice to conversion. Sadie Tuckwood gets 2, and that's only her 6th point in the ball game. She's got 4 in the second period, 27-25. 2-point lead by the Bears. Mt.Edgecumbe puts a shot up, won't go. Sonora Bell trying to get the rebound, taken away by Sadie Tuckwood. Tuckwood over to Janae Pusic, now to Caitlin. Caitlin across the timeline, comes from left to right to the top of the key. She'll pass over to Kiana, tries a long 3, and that's going to be a foul, and Kiana's going to go to the line. As right there was Dennis Verlandry, one of the officials, and Kiana's going to shoot 3 with 3 seconds left on the clock. That's the first foul against number 20, Autumn Beans. Kiana, let's see, has a pair of 2s in the first half. Now she's got a free throw to add to that one. She gets 2 more tries, and it's 28-25. They're up by 3. She's visualizing her free throw with her left hand as she flips that wrist. Now she's going to take the ball, puts it up high off the back of the rim, way up in the air, and it drops right through, and she's 2 for 2, and it's a 29-25 4-point lead. Maggie Miller coming in for the Braves. She'll replace Renee Ramuth. Caitlin Pusic, I think, is going to sit down, and let's see who came in for it. Looks like Chloe McAdams. Kiana pushes off for her 3rd. That one's not going to go, so she goes 2 for 3, and Maggie Miller picks off the rebound. There's the buzzer to end our third quarter, so we've reversed everything here. More turnovers by the Braves, less by the Bears. More shots by the Bears, less by the Braves, and we have a 29-25 3-quarter lead by the Juno Douglas Lady Bears. We'll be back in a minute for the 4th and final quarter.
It's 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, this is anybody's quarter now, as we've seen both of them perform well. The Bears were held to 4 points in the first quarter. They came back and picked up 12 in the second. They still trailed at halftime by 6, however, 22-16. Then they came back, and the Bears picked up 13 points in the third quarter, caused a lot of turnovers, and held the Braves to only 3 points. So we have a 29-25 4-point lead. Mt.Edgecumbe will get the ball in, first possession for quarter number 4. And they're going to go straight away to Autumn Beans, who drives in the lane, tries a shot from the free throw line. Shot misses, comes off to the left side. Sadie Tuckwood with the rebound, passes over to Kiana Potter, who brings it down across the timeline. Now Sadie comes out, gets a pass to the right side. Elizabeth Allen to defend a little bit as Sadie fakes a pass underneath to Chloe McAdams, but won't go. Gives it back over to Kiana. Now Janae Pusic comes out from the left-hand baseline to the corner. Now Kiana comes right as Janae goes left. Now Kiana tied up by Bristol Charlie. She'll pass off to Janae. Back over to Sadie. Bounce pass on the right side, Kiana. Pass across the top of the key to Janae, almost stolen away. Getting a hand on it was Autumn Beans, but nice recovery by Janae. She'll work it into Kiana, and Kiana's going to be tied up for a jump ball. I think that'll be our first jump unless it's a foul. Oh, timeout called by Steve Potter. So we'll take a break in the action, and it's only a 30 with 7 minutes left to play, only a minute gone in this fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. The Bears are up by 4.
Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sadie Tuckwood gets the inbounds pass. He's going to go to Kiana Potter. Down in the left corner, Caitlin Pusey. Caitlin just made a 3, tries another one. Nice arch, but won't go. Rebound cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe. Bringing it down will be Bristol Charlie. Across the timeline, Kiana Potter stays on her at midcourt. Bristol will give off on the right side over to Maggie Miller. Maggie for Mt.Edgecumbe drives in the lane. I don't think they thought she was going to go there, but she gets a partial block down there by Chloe McAdams. Shot misses. Maggie ends up out of bounds, as does the ball, but they're going to say it came off the Braves. So with 6:34 to go in the fourth quarter, it'll be an inbounds pass by the Bears, and it goes into Sadie Tuckwood. Elizabeth Allen defending Sadie. Sadie passes midcourt to Caitlin Pusich. Back to Sadie in the paint. Can't shoot. Back over on the left side to Kiana. Kiana to Sadie. 3-point attempt. Tried from the far corner. Shot misses. Caitlin Pusich trying to get the rebound. Can't hang on to it. Comes off of Caitlin's hands. Goes out of bounds. That'll turn it over to Mt.Edgecumbe. 6:18 to go fourth quarter. 29-25. No score since our last time out when the Bears got that 4-point lead. Here come the Braves. Bristol Charlie across the timeline on the left side. Sticking with her is Kiana Potter, so Bristol will pass over to Elizabeth Allen. Right side. Now in they go to Sonora Bell. Bell trying to get around, and does Janae Pusich. She got around her, and a nice move by Sonora Bell. And Sonora cuts the lead down to 3, 29-27. Sorry, 2. And Caitlin Pusich will bring it over on the far side. Bristol Charlie takes it away from Caitlin momentarily, but then can't hang on to it, knocks it away, so it came off of the Braves. It'll be Caitlin to bring it in for the Bears. Breaking towards midcourt is Kiana. Gets the pass from Caitlin back over to Sadie. Sadie on the right-hand dribble, trying to get around Elizabeth Allen. She gets double-teamed, so a nice pass, bounce pass over the left side to Kiana. Another 3-point attempt from the far left corner by Caitlin Pusich. Won't go. Sadie Tuckwood picks up the skipped-over rebound on the near side. Then Sadie breaks loose, goes underneath to Chloe McAdams. Nice defense by the Braves. Ooh, and Caitlin's going to come in, and she's going to get a blocking foul. I didn't know if it'd be a charge or a foul, but they're going to say Bristol Charlie was moving. So Bristol will get the whistle and get her second foul. And that'll be Caitlin Pusich to bring it in. Goes over to Kiana Potter. 3-pointer from the right corner. Nothing but net for that one. And Kiana gets her first 3. She now has a total of 8 points, or 9. And here come we the other direction. 32-27. Bears up by 5. Shot on the left side. Tried by Elizabeth Allen for Mt.Edgecumbe. Misses the shot. Caitlin Pusich gets a rebound. On the give and go to Sadie Tuckwood. Sadie Tuckwood defended by Elizabeth. Misses a layup from the right side. Cleared off by the Braves over to Autumn Beans. Inside to Bristol Charlie. Tries one from the free throw line. Won't go. Caitlin there again to get the rebound. She's doing a nice job on the defensive boards. The outlet pass to sister Janae. Janae on the right-hand dribble across the timeline. She'll come over to Sadie Tuckwood near side. Nearing the 4-minute mark of quarter number 4. Back out to Kiana Potter. Bears have the ball. They have the lead. Caitlin Pusey, baseline shot left side. A little short, but I think she's going to be fouled or she traveled. Stepped on the line. Stepped on the line. There we go. So a turnover by the Bears. It'll be Autumn Beans to bring it in as we have Elizabeth Allen sitting down along with Maggie Miller. Coming back is Faith Kameroff and Vernay Ramuth for the Braves. Lord Letitia Scaffelstead, sorry. Inbounds pass Autumn Beans to Letitia. Back to Autumn. Now to Bristol Charlie. Bristol goes right in the lane. Nice fake as she got Kiana Potter out of the way, but her shot missed from 12. Got her own rebound. Gives it back out. Off the glass. Up and good. And give 2 points to Autumn Beans, her 4th point of the fourth quarter and her 8th point of the ball game. Actually, her 9th. She had a free throw. And the Bears have the ball stolen as they get under that press again. Another shot put up from the left side. This one by Bristol. Shot misses. Sadie Tuckwood will clear it off. Under the 4-minute mark. Sadie's going to go coast to coast. Misses the layup. Picking it off underneath. Going to be Faith Kameroff. And a whistle and a foul. I think that's going to go against Sadie. Yep, it is. So Sadie Tuckwood will pick up her 2nd foul. And it'll be the Braves to bring the ball in backcourt. Now a press being put on by the Lady Bears as the Braves bring it in. Bounce pass goes into Faith Kameroff. From Autumn Beans, Faith brings it across the timeline, passes on the left side. Ooh, almost losing it, Bristol. Oh, and she plays heads-up ball as Bristol was trying to pick that up, looked out of the corner of her left eye and sees Autumn going down the lane, gives it to her, and Autumn lays it up. And another 2 for the Braves. And now the Bears come down and trying to pass in the left corner, and that was intended for Skylar Hickok. And Skylar loses it away, so a turnover by the Bears. So Autumn has 6 points now in the 3rd quarter and a total of 10 in the game. And it's a 31-32 one-point game with the Bears in the lead. So the Bears trailed by, I think, 12. I know by 10 a couple times in the first half. Then they were up by 7. Now we got a 1-point game. And the Braves caused a turnover. They've got the ball. They'll come over on the left side, and it'll be Letitia Scaffelstead. Letitia gives off to Catherine Sunny. Catherine tries to bounce pass down in the lane to Vernay Ramuth, and a bad pass and a turnover by the Braves. So turnovers have been very damaging to both of these teams in this ball game as the Braves put on a full court press, but Sadie Tuckwood gets the inbound pass. Then she'll go back. Janae Pusic will bring it down across the timeline, top of the key. Now comes to the right side to Sadie. Sadie goes over to Caitlin Pusic over in the far left corner at midcourt. Caitlin back top of the key to Katie, down to 2:55 in the game, 32-31. Bears have the 1-point lead and the ball. Sadie's going to hold it up. Now over to Trinity Jackson back in, and to Caitlin Pusic. Drives it up, lays it up, won't go in traffic, rims around. And there is our first jump ball of the ball game, and that's going to be alternate possession. I can't see the whistle from here, but it'll give it over to, waiting for the official signal as Trinity comes out. Kiana comes back in, and the alternate possession is going to give it to the Lady Bears, and it'll be Caitlin Pusic to bring it in with 2:40 to go. She'll go over on the left side to Kiana Potter. Fakes a pass left, then right, then goes left to Caitlin, who tries another 3. Skylar Hickok goes up for the rebound, tips it out of bounds. Along there with her was Faith Kameroff, but it came off of Skylar. Skylar going to sit down now. Coming back in, Chloe McAdams. And it'll be Mt.Edgecumbe's ball in backcourt. 2.5 minutes to go in this ball game. Bounce pass in to Faith Kameroff. Under press, 2-man press from the Bears. Faith will come over on the left-hand dribble. Gets around Kiana Potter, and then not across the timeline. Passes it. Kiana gets a hand on it. Picked up again by the Braves, and then Kiana steals it. And then a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Mt.Edgecumbe. That'll be on Catherine Sunny. Catherine picks up her 2nd foul. Reaction foul as she tried to recover that loose ball. Down to 2:19, 32-31. Bears have a 1-point lead, and Sadie Tuckwood has the ball for JDHS. Over to Caitlin Pusic. Inside to Janae. Janae turns right around and pops it up from 12 on the right side. Won't go. Chloe McAdams in, trying to keep the ball inbounds. Tips it right into the hands of the Braves, and they'll go down, jumping one up off the glass. Right side is Autumn Beans. Shot misses. Sadie Tuckwood picks up the rebound on the far side. Gives it straight away to Kiana Potter. She looks around behind her, brings it across the timeline, now sets up top of the key. Down to 1:49. Bears have a 1-point lead. Caitlin looking for a 3 on the right side. Can't get it. Back to Janae. Back to Caitlin. Over to Kiana. Now on the left side to Sadie Tuckwood. Crossing back and forth in the lane is Janae. Back now Caitlin comes out to the right-hand high post. Down to 1:31. Caitlin gives off to sister Janae on the right side. Defended by Faith Kameroff and by Letitia Scaffelstead. Oh, and Catherine Sunny gets another foul to stop the clock at 1:24. And then we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break in the action, and we see if it'll be a 30. Nope, it's going to be a 60. We'll take a full timeout We'll be back in 60 seconds with 1:24 to go in this one, and the Lady Bears up by 1 over the Lady Braves, 32-31.
Serving you big and succulent cuts of meat, flavorful seafood, savor the taste and aroma of fresh baked bread, cakes, pies, and more from the bakery. See how they put the delicious in deli with mouth-watering cheeses, sliced meat, salads, and sides. Bring home the freshest produce, including crisp vegetables and sweet fruit. Grab a latte or chai in their espresso bar. You'll find all this and more at Seymour Quality Foods. Don't forget your smart card, and if you don't have one, ask a sales associate. Seymour Quality Foods open 24 hours every day for your shopping convenience.
30 seconds.
Dining at the Nugget Restaurant for breakfast, lunch, or dinner before boarding flights out. It continues. But with that great food and service you come to expect at the Nugget Restaurant, why wait for getaway days to enjoy dining at the Nugget? Nuggets open from 8 to 7, 8 to 8 Fridays with prime week specials, friendly service, food,
10 seconds.
or dinner. Hold on. That great Sitka pot. Lots of reasons to get away to the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back as we go to the final 1:23 as the Lady Bears have the ball and they have a 1-point lead. Caitlin Pusick gets the inbound pass and then passes over at midcourt to Kiana Potter. Potter very close to that center court line, but knows right where she is, so goes to Janae Pusick, back to Caitlin. Hook pass, and it goes right into the hands of Bristol Charlie. Another turnover by the by the Lady Bears. Catherine Sunny's going to try a 3 from the right side. It's up, and it was right on line, but a bit short. Skips off the rim, and Kiana Potter will pick up the rebound underneath. Down to 54 seconds. Full timeout, 60-second break called by probably Catherine Forrester for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. So with 53 seconds left, we stay at that 1-point lead with the Braves. We'll take another 1-minute break.
Gary's Outboard on Smith Street is Sitka's official Mercury and Yamaha dealer. When you're in the market for a new outboard, head to Gary's for the latest deals on both Merc and Yamaha outboards and other products. For instance, Gary's carries the great line of Yamaha generators, water pumps, and pressure washers too. And when it comes to Mercury, besides all your Mercury outboards and accessories, Gary's Outboard also carries Merc's great line of inflatable boats. For great repair work and all your Mercury and Yamaha gear, Gary's Outboard.
30 seconds.
Shop during these through days and nights. They want you to be and stay. They have a great collection of lights and reflective gear for walking, hiking, and sightseeing. Great collection of kits for watching set aside. Tail lights, headlights, both lights, battery and recharging. They have micro lights alongside each
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, for you Bears fans, sorry about that. I said a 1-point lead by the Braves. It is not. So 1-point lead by the Bears, and they get the ball in. They go to Kiana Potter. She's going to foul from behind to stop the clock. Bristol Charlie will pick up the whistle. That'll be Bristol's third. Stops the clock with 51 seconds. And that is not on Bristol. That is going to be on Autumn Beans, who gets her second. Here come the Bears back in bounds again. It'll be Kiana Potter, mid-court. Back over on the right side to Sadie Tuckwood. Sadie has double teamed, and who's going to get a whistle? Nope, Potter called a timeout right then and there. He knew his gal was in trouble. Good move by Steve. And this will be, I think that's a 30 as well. 40 seconds left. They're going to take a 60. I'm only going to take a 30. Don't want you to miss this. We'll be back in half a minute.
Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so we'll keep it right here after that one quick commercial break and get ready now as Mt.Edgecumbe breaks from their little huddle first around head coach Kathy Forster. And now the Lady Bears coming away from Steve Potter's bench. And Dennis Verlandry, Corey Hansen, John Wathen, your three officials are ready to go as well. Dennis Verlandry will give the ball off to Janae Pusick. And with 40 seconds, Janae will go into sister Caitlin. Oh, and it's stolen away, but out of bounds. Back-to-back turnover. Pardon me. Stolen by Catherine Sonny, who lost it right back. She took the pass away from Kiana Potter. Janae Pusic into Caitlin. Back to Janae. Left side over to Sadie Tuckwood. Tuckwood over on the far side to Kiana. Kiana gets Autumn Beans all around her. She gets it away to Tuckwood. Sadie at mid-court's going to be fouled from behind. Bristol Charlie will pick up the foul to stop the clock. Now that's Bristol's third, and that stops the clock at 26 seconds. So the Bears hang on to the ball with that 1-point lead. A very low-scoring fourth quarter here, as we had similar things happen in the second and third, only just traded. And here comes the pass at midcourt, lost by the Bears, almost picked up by Sonora Bell. Caitlin Pusic there to take it away. And she comes and bounces it off of Autumn Beans. Caitlin was triple teamed right here, right at midcourt in front of the bench. She just bounces it off of one of the Braves, but we get a timeout called by Potter one more time, and we'll take a break in the action, and we'll take a 30 again with only 15 seconds left. Back in a half a minute. The Bears retain that 1-point lead, 32-31.
10 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one.
Well, the crowd getting fired up. A kind of a small crowd here. It's a very rainy Monday, and a lot of things not happening around town today here in Sitka, as most of the stores were closed. Of course, the banks and the credit union and the post office and everything else. So it was a dreary, drizzly day, but we've got a fairly good crowd out tonight. Tomorrow night we'll be having games at 4:30 in the afternoon, so the Bears can get on that night flight back to Juneau. So with 15.6 seconds left on the clock and a 1-point lead by the Bears, the Braves have only scored 6 points in this fourth quarter. Bears have only scored 3, but it was enough. I'm sorry, the other way around. And no, I was right the first time, 6 and 3, because the Bears were up by 7. We have the ball knocked away. Now we got all three officials together. I was trying to watch what was happening down here. We're going to say that the ball belongs to the Lady Braves. They've got 13.4 seconds on the clock. Potter hollering out to his Lady Bears for their defense. Catherine Sonny will inbound it. She's going to go to Autumn Beans. Caitlin Pusic defending. Autumn gets past her across the timeline on the near side and palms the ball. Whistle by Dennis Verlandry. So a turnover to the Lady Bears with 9 seconds left, and that is a big turnover. Sadie Tuckwood trying to break loose. Catherine Sonny on her. Caitlin Pusic getting the pass, runs right into Sonora Bell. Ball's knocked away. It came off of Caitlin. Clock, no time off the clock. 9.2 left. I believe the ball's going to belong to the Lady Braves. I think it came off of Caitlin in the air, knocked away, across the score table. So 9.2 seconds left on the clock. 32-31. Nobody's scored much here in the last couple minutes. The only 3 points scored in this game by Caitlin Pusic in the fourth quarter. We had 4 by Autumn Beans and 2 by Sonora Bell. Our third quarter score was 29-25. The Bears were up by 4. Right now they are up by 1. We've got a timeout on the floor, but we're going to keep it here. So let's take a look at who's been scoring. Here, let's recap them for some of you that might join us late. End of the first quarter, 9-4. The Braves picked up, or the Bears only picked up 2 field goals in that first quarter, one by Kiana and one by Caitlin Pusic. Then we came back. The Bears added 12 points in the second quarter to come to 16 at halftime. The Lady Braves scored 9 in the first quarter and picked up 13 more, so they led 22-16 at the end of the half. Then we came back and reversed everything in the third quarter as the Bears picked up 13, held the Braves to 3, and so it was a 29-25 4-point lead for the Bears at the end of the third quarter. And here come the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves in. It's going to be Sonora Bell. Lays it up. It's in. It's good. 4 seconds left. The Bears will bring it in backcourt. Into Kiana Potter. Shots up off the glass, and there's the buzzer. And what a tough way to lose a ball game. a low-scoring one, a bit sloppy, a lot of turnovers on both ends of the gym, but it was an exciting game. I will have to say that. And a win for Mt.Edgecumbe over the Lady Bears, who come up from Juneau Douglas. I'm just watching Coach Potter talking to his girls right now as they come walking away, a little bit dejected. I don't see one smile on any of the faces of the girls for the Bears. Tough way to go and tough loss for them. So anyway, we're going to take a 2-minute break and hear from our sponsors here in the post game. Then I'll come back and I'll do a quick individual wrap-up for you. And then we'll be back tomorrow night for more basketball coming your way. We're at Mt.Edgecumbe